Hi, Michael Stokes here at the Financial Coaching Group. I get asked all the time questions, things like, Mike, should I be in the market? Should I be out of the market? Should I be in equity? Should I be in bonds? Should I be in annuity? Should I be in CDs? Should I be in real estate? I don't know. Today's session is you tell me. Let's look at that and you tell me what the answer is. First of all, when we look at a completely diversified portfolio, let's just look at US. 70% equities, 30% fixed income. We get this kind of mix right here. So, if we look at every 10-year period from way back in 1929 even to the present, we see the rates of return. Every 10-year period shows us that there was never a negative rate of return based on a truly diversified portfolio of a 70-30 mix that I just showed you. So what does that mean? When we look at the chart here, all the blue lines right here represent that 70-30 mix equity portfolio that I just showed you, compared to the red lines, which is the inflation rate. And you can see every 10-year period, equities outperformed inflation. The average return above inflation of equities versus that inflation is a whopping 8.79%. Let's look at the next chart. We look at the equities compared to T-bills. Might get into T-bills. It's a great place to be right now. It's very safe. There's only one period of time in the 60s where T-bills outpaced a completely good diversified portfolio. So when we look at the numbers here, the average return above T-bills for equities 8.56% above T-bill rates. So if I took $100,000 and I let that grow from 1929 to the present, let's compare all of these things. Now, one of the things that we hear, as we do here, a diversified portfolio, a 70-30 mixed portfolio, is $378 million if you would have invested $100,000 back in 1929. If you were to take the same $100,000 and put it into 1 month T-bills, you'd only have $1.8 million. Compare that to the Consumer Price Index, $1.2 million. T-bills barely outpaced inflation. Now here's the other thing. Gosh, every time you turn on the TV, all you hear now is gold, gold, gold. Let's look at that. It's a hedge against inflation. But let me tell you, folks, here it is. Gold right here would have been $4.3 million compared to a equity diversified portfolio of $378 million. I don't know. I mean, the answer is pretty clear. The stock market is one of the greatest wealth creation tools that we have today. Should you be in the market? You tell me. Michael Stokes, the Financial Coaching Group. Glad you joined me.